Alright, good afternoon. He's going to show the truck empty again. Yes, I'm leaving over the road. You can see the top bunk is empty. Gotta leave it how they gave it to me, nice and clean. Right back there, nice and empty, clean. Clean all that out. Clean that. I left the shelf for the next guy. Hopefully it works for him. And the missing potato. See, I think we made these videos, you see? Show that everything is clean. Nice and clean down there. Said the floor that just stains, so no more wear and tear. Can't do anything about that. It's a power washer or something. Nice and empty. This is the Volvo truck number U16187. So clean, empty, nice and clean. So that. I left something here for the next guy, I guess. Once I put that down so it opens, just gotta that up. I like the paperwork. I can take that with me. The brand new notebook. There you go. Logbook right there. I even left my mirror. There's my nap. Get a good idea to have it there. You can keep some meals with that. I don't want that to break. So leave that outside. The fridge right here, nice and clean and off. As you can see, even the freezer is empty. It's off. You can see, I turn this off. This other one off. This one off. In the front, took my CB radio. Obviously, I paid for it. The book and the Volvo stuff on it. Garbage bags. He can keep that. Probably need them anyway. What is that? Let's see, this is cool. Nice and clean. I've wiped everything down so you can see. Obviously it's gonna get dusty, but that's after I leave. This is the only thing left. My umbrella, my garbage, empty bottles of water, and that. So nice and empty, nice and clean. Yeah, so I'm leaving over the road. Got a local job, so you guys know the local over the road is a big difference. So I gotta do the jog. I just took it out of here. All the stuff on the way. So clean. Just gotta take my keys. That need to clean that out. But other than that, a little bit dusty and stuff, all clean. And I am going to get my lock out of that, so you know. It's W16187. You can see I'm at the Lakeland yard right here. There we go. So we're gonna pause it right here. So I think this is where I left it at. Took my stuff out. You see, nice and clean. That's wear and tear. Doesn't need a power wash for that. That is there. You can see back here. Left my bungee cords. I'm not gonna. I have more than that. Left my spray. I have more of that too. Left my crate. because I don't know if that got grease or not, so I don't want it. Like my broom that I bought, my thing for the winter, and my other broom for the inside. I got one at home, so I don't need it. Let's close everything over here. Oh. Let's see, gonna go around the whole truck. So there's no damage, there's no nothing, just a little bit dirty, but anything than that, nothing else. I need to close that with the key. So there's no damage anywhere. Try not to get my car on it. There. That's all garbage. And it does have a full tank. I believe. Let me double check. It does have a full tank and a full DEF. I made sure it was full when I came here, just in case I got a load right away like I did last time. Then I end up being not late, but I had to get fuel, so make sure when I went home that I fuel it, just to make sure it was nice on fuel, so when I came back to work it was nice, ready to go. As you can see, I'm gonna shut it off, close the curtain off. It was hot as hell when I went inside there. You can see, nice and bad. The other on the other side because I know it's open. There we go, nice and close. One more time. Just in case I miss anything in the first time. Not to get my car on it. See, there's no damage whatsoever on it. That's how they gave it to me. That's how I'm gonna give it back. But yeah, I'm leaving out of the road. Get into the local scene, see how it goes. Hopefully it goes a lot better. Otherwise, I'll go do something else. We have experienced a lot of stuff here, so. But for now, that's gonna be the. Now the video is really bad. Showing like the ground right now and stuff like that. Can't even see where I'm pointing at. There's so much sun out. So I'm just walking to throw this in the garbage. And now, so give me a minute. Oh, there you go. There's a laser right there. So you don't want to see garbage out here. There you go. Still in the yard. Now I see I got the key to let me know what to do with it. So I do have the key with me. Once they tell me where to leave it or anything, because we're still kind of negotiating something. If it goes through, then I come back, but I won't need all that stuff anyway because wouldn't be going over the road. But still, let's see if I can look. But for now, that's all. For now, that's gonna be it for me and night transportation. It was my decision to leave. They have nothing to do with it. Just, I don't know if you see my previous videos, you know, talk about a lot of stuff, how it's not worth it being out there no more. I'm sorry, I'm gonna push you down for a minute while I put my key away. But yeah, for me, off the road, it's not worth it no more. Don't want it to wait too long on regretting it, not getting off the road sooner. A lot of stuff that I seen, a lot of stuff that I witnessed and stuff. Just over the road is not for me. As you guys know, I did what I came out here to do regarding of driving. I wish I could switch this around, but you know, for now, I guess I'm gonna hold it. Show you guys the outside, I guess. But for me, over the road, it's not worth it no more. So I'm just gonna put it down right now. There's somebody training out there. It's female training. She looks cute too. She's parking. But yeah, you know, before it gets bad or something like that, I'm gonna GoPros. It's winter anyway, so that's gonna make it, you know, that made it easier for me to leave. I'm not gonna be out there dealing with snow. I almost did up there in the Colorado Rockies when I went over the mountain. It was already, I drove all night just because the day before kind of snowed a little bit, like 2 inches. So I knew it was gonna snow again. So instead of getting stuck on it, look at the cows. Instead of getting stuck on that snow, I decided to drive all night. You can see those guys right there, those cows. Woo! Farmland. And I drove all night. I got to I went from Denver or Aurora. It was like 74 miles away on I-76, I-25, I-76, something like that. But I was about an hour away, hour and a half away from Denver. I was in Denver at the terminal for a PM. Left hour and a half away on 76, I believe. Picked up my load, which lasted about 5-6 hours, just because it wasn't ready. Even though the pickup was 8 a.m., I got there about 11. It wasn't ready until 4 p.m. So I picked it up. I decided I could have simply go to bed and stuff, but I decided to go over the mountain, driving all night non-stop. So I fueled at the Love's XC33 and I went over the mountain. I did not want to stop for use the restroom or anything, just because I did not want to end up in the snow putting chains. I don't mind driving in the snow, but those mountains, anybody that been in the Colorado, you know that the chain law is already in effect, and it's November 9 today. It's in effect from September to May. And when I went there, it was nice and dry. There was snow on the grass and trees and stuff, but it was nice and dry. So I was hauling ass all night. I went around all the way to Grand Junction. I shut down at the pilot there. Once I shut down, the next day, or that same day basically, it was at 12:30 a.m. That same day I went to take a shower about 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that, only to see that they got a sign in the inside saying that the chain law was in effect for everybody going east on I-70. So I asked the lady and I checked online, and yes, there was after midnight it started snowing, which I'm glad. Thank God that I went before midnight. After midnight it started snowing down there, up there, and there was a chain load in Vail, Colorado, up at the mountain and past the mountain, past the tunnel. I forgot the name of the tunnel, but you know which one I'm talking about. And don't worry, I'm not going home. I'm going to a Walmart nearby that I saw on the way here. So don't worry, I'm showing you my way back home or something like that. But anyways, I did took the you know, I saw the news, and I saw the thing on not on Facebook, on the internet, the weather bug that I use, and they had to use chains anybody going there. So I'm glad that I drove all night to go across the mountains. I'm so happy for that. But yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that snow. Like I said, I don't mind the snow. I just hate putting the chains on. I hate it with a passion. I hate it. So having to deal with that all your winter, I already been through that before. With TMC, I've done it with US Express, I've done it with CRST. And not happy with it. So not gonna deal with that. I moved out of Connecticut, and the snow and the cold was one of the reasons why. But for now, I just wanted to show you me emptying the truck, and truck empty basically. The truck empty. You don't want to see me sweating inside there. So, well, you saw the truck empty. No more over the road, hopefully. And now it's gonna be local. This guy did not say what he's driving, but you know, hopefully it's gonna be local from now on. If it doesn't work out for any reason, I just do something else. That's not a problem for me. So I can do a Class B, one of those right there. I can do, you know, anything with passengers, you know, anything like that. I got experience in school bus, city bus. I've never done motor coach, but it's basically the same thing, almost. And you know, plus shuttle buses, and here in Florida, there's a whole lot of stuff that you can do out here. Thinking about that, maybe I can just pause it, switch it around, and you can see my ugly face. Alright, now you can see my ugly face. But got a few minutes to Walmart. So yeah, out here when it comes to driving down here in Florida, in the central Florida area, there's an abundance of different types of jobs that you can do. You don't have to do one thing. You can do Class A, Class B, doesn't matter. There's a lot of jobs out here, from, like I said before, school buses, city buses, shuttle buses, Disney buses, day cabs, over the road. I mean, there's so much opportunities down here for driving, which is why I chose to come down here instead of some other state. And yeah, other states got some more opportunities, like Texas got a lot of opportunities and stuff like that. I mean, Texas is trucking, you know. But he's over the road. Okay, well, he got a sleeper at least. But there's a lot of opportunities out here. Some stuff to keep in mind when you want to move or start something new. For Class B, by experience, for Class B, if you only drove, assuming that you got air brakes on, and air brakes endorsement, if you drove a school bus, you know, that hurt. When it comes to Class A, Class B, freaking potholes. I got low profile tires too. When it comes to Class A and Class B, you know, experience plays a big deal of you getting the job or not. For example, let's say you drove 10 years of Class B, you know, school buses. Obviously, you got the passenger, you got the air brakes and stuff like that. You can go to a city bus, you can go to motor coach, shuttle buses. That experience is going to help you because it's also Class B. It's also air brakes. If the shuttle got air brakes or hydraulics, doesn't matter. But the experience does count for the most part. A lot of employers will count that as experience because you deal with passengers. Even though it's a different kind of passengers, you know, you driving a school bus is, you know, the world's most precious cargo. Dealing with a city bus is basically mainly grown-ups. Motor coach mainly grown-ups that bought a ticket. Shuttle buses are usually for something specific. Like when I drove shuttle buses, it was specifically for a hospital in the town, in the city. So it was shorter for that. So you can drive shorter for university. I also did those university. I also did some other shuttles, different shuttles. But it's basically like one client. City bus is the public, and school bus is for the students, you know, clips and stuff. So those kind of counts a little bit towards it. If you go from one of those four, school bus, motor coach, shuttle bus, city bus, hopefully I did all four, and you go to one of those to Class B straight trucks, normally a lot of employers will not count your experience, your, like I said, 10 years of experience, only because it's basically a whole ballpark game. You probably got the driving part, you know, down because you drove Class B, you know, those four vehicles. So you got the driving part down, but when it comes to straight trucks, it's physical. You know, the other four, unless you're motor coach, you're not dealing with luggage or anything like that, only a motor coach, basically. Let me see if I can get it better. There you go. Hopefully I don't got any boogers. But with straight truck, you got to deal with the cargo. You got to most likely load it, either be by hand or by pallets and stuff. You got to unload it by hand. You got to deal with different customers, different stops. You got to back up, which is something that mainly you don't do on a school bus or motor coach, especially not city bus or shuttle bus. So that's why when it comes to straight trucks, a lot of employees, they don't look that as experience because it's a different ball game. Also, you know, besides the backing up and stuff like that, and being physical, dealing with the cargo yourself, loading and unloading. I forgot exactly what I was going to say. It was a good point too. I forgot exactly what I was going to say, and talking to you, I almost going the wrong way too. Okay, this is not my left, what I saw then. Okay, it's the other one. Let's see if I can get to the other side. But with straight trucks, you know, physical on-hands experience. If this is the point I was gonna make, now it came back. However, if you work on a warehouse, loading trucks, unloading, forklift, anything like that, they normally count that as experience just because you got the hands-on on loading the truck, dealing with the being physical, dealing with the loading, the unloading. You may not know how to deal with the passenger, with the customers at every stop, but you got at least more experience than a bus driver, school bus driver, or anything like that, because you got hands-on experience on it. Jamaican place, I gotta try that place out. This is my left. That's what I saw on the way here. Okay. Now, if you go from Class B to Class A, experience is everything. And you may have 20, 30 years of Class B experience. You're a rookie in Class A. Class B experience, even on a straight truck, does not count towards Class A experience whatsoever. You come to Class A experience for the first time, you are a rookie. You got no experience whatsoever. It's not the same dealing with a trailer that is attached to your truck than a trailer that is not attached. Basically, it's two different vehicles as they classify it. You got the truck and the trailer, two different vehicles. And it's a completely whole different ball game. Now, if you go from Class A to Class B, a lot of the employers are picky also, because even though you may have 10 years of Class A experience, once again, Class B is not the same thing. Class B mainly deals with tight spaces, city driving, which is something that an over-the-road driver does not do on a daily basis. You got the highway packed on, you know, driving on the highway, really nice, you know, stuff. But when you get to the city, it's not the same thing. You know, Class B vehicles can go in an area where Class A vehicles cannot go. And I know because I've been in that situation. And it's a completely different ball game. So you got Class A experience, you're going to go to Class B straight trucks. They do not count, depending on the employer, but don't be surprised if they don't count your experience. They do not count your experience towards the job. You know, on your end, you know what you're doing because you drove Class A for 10 years, so you know how to handle a big vehicle compared to somebody who's never driven a Class B truck. But everything is experience out here. So keep that in mind when you come down here or any other place and you're trying to, I've been driving, let's say city bus for 10 years. I can drive a straight truck there with no problem. Think again. A lot of employers do not count that as experience, so you got to think about stuff like that. You may know what you're doing. You may know how to handle a big vehicle, but to the employer, it's not the same thing. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. God goes for, so it's basically completely different jobs. School bus, city bus, shuttle bus, motor coach, straight truck, and Class A vehicles. It's a completely different jobs. And as you know, Class A, you got the different divisions. You got the flatbed, tankers, pneumatical, I don't know. I'm not even going to try to say the name, but you got different types of tankers, trailers, different types of tanker trailers. You know what I mean. The different, it's not just fuel. There you go. You got fuel, you got grain, you got chemicals, you got, all the other stuff that we might not even know. Bulk, B-U-L-K. Yeah, you hear me. But you got that, passengers, you got the kids, you got grown-ups, you got, for example, Disney. Those are paying. They do not pay, if I miss. Sears is closing. I need to check that out. Yuri 70% off. Cool. But Disney, if I remember correctly, they're just shuttles from one hotel to the amusement park, so I don't think they pay for the ride. But they might have to show some kind of ticket or something like that they pay for the hotel or some crap like that. I don't know. I don't work for Disney yet. But that's it's almost, I would consider like a city bus job without the collecting fare. That's what like a mixture between city bus and shuttle buses. Like, for example, when I did the hospital and the colleges, they got to show like a badge to ride the vehicle. So I assume it should be something like that probably. I don't think you got to collect fare. Well, it's different type of passengers, different types of loads. So that's stuff that you got to think about when you go from one job to the other. And it's good to have experience, different types of experience. They're doing different stuff, doing something new. That's always good. If you hold the job for 10, 20, 30 years, then, you're good. I don't blame you for staying there. Something was good, either you didn't want to try something new or it was good where you were, so, you liked it. So, for a lot of us, that's not the case. Either way, or, you might have got laid off or something like that, fired or something. But anyways, no more over the road for me. Now it's gonna be local job. I already said the date, so now I'm gonna. It's November 9th. So at least you know the date. But like I said, they're still trying to come up with a solution so I don't have to leave the company because they don't want me to go. But I cannot deal with over the road no more. I'm tired of it. The lifestyle is taking a toll on me, especially having different sleeping patterns and stuff like that. And there's a lot more stuff, but hopefully I don't have to deal with it no more. Go local. Don't mind me, I'm looking at different places. So I'm new here, so I'm just looking at different stores that I see. I see a place called Wingstop. I'm gonna have to stop there for some wings one of these days. I don't care how long I gotta drive. I'm coming back to the plaza, so there's gonna be a lot of stores out here. It's like the main road. The stores are here. This is where I saw the Walmart earlier. So that was this morning. I was trying some. I was off from my hometown, so I was trying some Uber, some Lyft. See how it is out here. A lot of competition on that, but it does work. It's all the stuff that you can do too for some extra money. You know, there's a lot of deliveries options out there that you can do. Not just Uber, not just Lyft. You got, you know, Uber Eats. You got Grubhub. You got regular deliveries. You know, you got a lot of delivery options. A lot of them, I got the apps for it. I haven't tried them yet, but I did download the apps just to have some fun on my days off and stuff like that. I like to keep moving. You know, some spare change doesn't help. Doesn't hurt. It does help. It does not hurt. English is complicated. Oh my God. Everything sounds the same for outsiders. Just like our language sounds the same to you. Yeah, same thing. There's a lot of places I've never even seen. We don't have up north, so I'm gonna have to explore them. Like Gordon, Food Service, I saw some other places. Some I know for over the road trucking. I don't like that thing. I forgot the name already. And there was one that back there too. That thing that is almost like a thrift store kind of thing. Ross for less. There you go, Ross for less. Some of those I know from over the road, so I know what to expect with one of those. But yeah, this is the end for me for hopefully for over the road, and this is gonna be the end of the video too. So getting close to where I'm going. Spend some money. You know, that's what Walmart does to you. Alright, this is the end. To the next video. Peace.